Chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight.
a long way around. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead as they all come to the line. Who is going to take it in the end?
And here comes Lockwood. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quinn tries to force him off a little bit, but there he goes. It's going to be side by side through turn 1.
Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at it.
They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4. Coming back to the line. Here comes Trish on the bottom.
Richard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side by side through the final chicane. They bang doors, but keep it clean.
As they're still 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. Demerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
No back into the fence. They're still beating and banging.
Oh
and to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Driven by speed. Grid Theory Racewear.
Fight when the green flag drops. We come alive. This is where the fast survive. This is where the dream gets real. MX-5 proving ground. Show me who can wheel. No excuses. No backing down. This is proving grounds.
What is up, everybody? We are here at St. Pete for week 2 of MX-5 Proving Grounds. Right now, we are here in qualifying with a beautiful Florida February day. Track is looking nice at 93 degrees. The air temperature is 74. We got a 66% humidity rate and a 1 mile per hour wind. The guys have been patiently waiting for this race. This is a street course. St. Pete is down near Tampa, Florida, and they've turned a airport and the surrounding roads into a racetrack. So there is some very tight quarters racing going on here tonight, guys. There will be a lot of bumping and banging and rubbing up against the wall. And these guys are going to have to pick the correct time to make these passes. We are looking at another 45-minute lovely race here with the MX-5 Proving Ground guys. We have a couple of people that missed out on the first week that are here now for this week, and it's going to be a good race tonight here, guys. We are bringing you this production here, sponsored by Grid Theory Racewear. Racewear made by racers for racers. If you want to sponsor these guys or promote or help these guys out with some prize money or anything like that, all you have to do is buy a shirt, and any of the funds for that goes to the winner of this lovely league that we have going on here, guys. If you do not know, we designed this league to replicate the Whelen MX-5 Cup Series, which is a 45-minute race that these MX-5s just go round and round and have a good time. So I hope you guys are all having a fantastic night. Let's go in and review some of these guys' footage here for qualifying. Let's go back and see Shane Stern as we look at his qualifying. Shane Stern, the youngest one on the track, at a ripe age of 14 years old. He is one of the fastest guys on the track tonight. He had a bang up of a job at Daytona Speedway. and did really good, showing everybody why he is there and what he is capable of. Let's see if we can go back and review some of his lap times. Oh, let's go here and hop on board with Jesse Gonzalez. Jesse Gonzalez is actually out here right now running some laps. So we're going to hop on here with him and see how he's doing. Let's see what's going on here. Sorry, guys. There it is. Jesse Gonzalez coming in here at last minute, trying to squeeze in a qualifying lap. We have about 4 minutes left in qualifying, and he's going to see if he could squeeze in a few laps and see how he could hold up in this pack of drivers here tonight. We have a grid size of about 18 people here tonight. We have a few guys out not feeling too well, and I'm sure they'll be back in 2 weeks for Mid-Ohio. Let's run over and we're going to talk about who is leading in this championship. Jesse Gonzalez. No practice. Coming out here doing the best he can, and he runs a 24.6, which is not too far off the pace. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It looks like he hasn't improved in that first sector. Oh, he hits the wall, and that looks like it's going to be the end of his qualifying. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to get back out there and run another lap. He's going to try, and maybe he'll squeeze it in. Maybe he will squeeze it in, guys. So what we got, guys, right now for the current standings, we have Thomas Bellman in first for the overall first place, Justin Reynolds in second, Joshua Lutz in third, Eddie Yankin in fourth, Donnie Moffitt in fifth, Shane Stern in sixth place. Seventh, we have Randall Kahn. Eighth is Lincoln Fox. Ninth is Joseph Hook. 10th is Sean Kopinski. 11th is Jordan McReynolds. 12th is Chris Smith. 13th is Cody Grunbach. 14th is Luke Cantor. 15th is Matthew Bartlett. 16th is Charles Wolf. 17th is Jesse Gonzalez. 18th is Jordan Harbour. 19th is Caleb Slaw. 20th is Kenton Bandy. 21st is Eugenio Polici. 22nd is Lincoln Olson. 23rd, Michael Tanagretta. And that will round out who we got so far in the points and in the standings. We have about a minute left here in qualifying, guys, and then we are getting to some racing. So I'm going to play you guys a commercial real quick, and we will be back.
gasket can't defend. He's got the outside line for the second part, and he can't hold on.
Going the long way around. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead as they all come to the line. Who is going to take it in the end?
And here comes Lockwood. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quinn tries to force him off a little bit, but there he goes. It's going to be side by side through turn 1.
Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at it.
They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4. Coming back to the line. Here comes Trish on the bottom.
Bouchard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side by side through the final chicane. They bang doors, but keep it clean.
As they're still 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. Demerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
Novak into the fence. They're still beating and banging.
Oh
and to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Alrighty, guys. So let's hop over to the grid and see how everybody did. So for the grid, we have Shane Stern lining up with Eddie Yankin, followed by James D. Newell with Luke Cantor, Matthew Bartlett in 5th next to Joseph Hook, Aaron Reynolds with Joshua Lutz, Chuck next to Gregorio Moreno Jr., Justin Reynolds next to Dwayne Taplin, Justin Reynolds next to Dwayne Taplin, Sean Kopinski next to Jesse Gonzalez, Kenton Bandy next to Michael Tanagretic, Cody Gronbach next to Jordan McReynolds, and those two do not count at the bottom. Let's see how we are doing, guys. We are pulling away from the line now. We will have a nice pace lap, and then it is time to go green. As you can see, these guys are getting their tires ready and warmed up. It looks like the track is dry. We did have rain overnight, and there was a chance that there might be rain, but it looks like we are going to have a nice dry track as Shane Stern blinks in and out. This kid needs to get his internet connection fixed. We've been hearing about his bad internet connection and him losing races over it. So hopefully tonight it holds out and everything goes smoothly. If you're just joining us here now, we are here at St. Pete for round 2 of MX-5 Proving Grounds. It is 7:30 in the morning, a nice Florida morning here on the track as these guys get ready to race the tight track of St. Pete. If you've been watching for the last few weeks, drop a comment, say that you're back. I want to hear from you and what you are liking about these races so far. Shane blinking. Matty B. We got the Matty B supporters here in the chat right now. I'm a big fan of Matty B. That boy knows how to practice. We are going to be going green here very soon, guys, as they come around the sharp turn. And get ready. On your mark, get set, and we're green. Let's go racing here as we head down into the first turn. Eddie Yankin and Shane Stern holding it tight next to each other. Shane's going to try to hold that inside line as Eddie Yankin goes around and pulls out the first place. Shane slots in behind, followed by Luke Cantor and James Newell. As they come down the stretch, this long straight here, and go into a Nice right-hand turn. Shane is right on Eddie's bumper as he keeps disappearing into this track. Oh my goodness, this is not a place for somebody to be blinking that much, because the person behind him loses track and he could be inside of his car before you know it. James Newell looks like he got in front of Luke Cantor. So far, so good. We made it almost a whole lap here, guys, with no crashing. Looks like we had somebody brush against the wall, and we have a spinner. Looks like he's going to limp his way back to the pits. Since he's able to drive, we are not going to have a safety car, guys. Let's hop back in here with Sean Kopinski in the middle of the pack, as he is surrounded by Jesse Gonzalez and Charles Wolf, two Mad Motorsport members. Jesse Gonzalez getting on back bumper of Sean Kopinski. Guys, this is a tight track. There is not a lot of room to pass here, so these guys are going to have to be methodical with where they're going to pass. We'll hop up here next to Gregorio Moreno Jr. as he is falling back from Joseph Hook. Hopefully he can hold on to that guy. Joseph Hook was one of the top guys in Daytona last week. Fun fact about Gregorio Moreno Jr., he is the one that created the Mad Motorsport paint scheme. We got brushing against the walls, guys. Brushing up against the walls here. Let's hop up here in that front pack and see how they're doing up here. We're on Luke Cantor as he's slotted in here behind Eddie Yankin as he got in front of James Newell. It looks like Shane Stern got in front of Eddie Yankin. Shane's kind of creating a little bit of a gap here. As you can see, as they come through the street course, it's such a tight spot. There's not a lot of room to pass here. Let's hop back here with Matthew Bartlett, back in 8th place, as he's on Joshua Luke's tail. Again, there's not a lot of room to pass, and he's just taking his time. This is a 45-minute race, guys, so as these tires get warmed up, especially here in the Florida heat, we will see people start gapping each other, and there'll be room for improvement for everybody. Matthew Bartlett heavy on the brakes. You can see his calipers glowing bright orange there. Matthew Bartlett in his code red paint scheme. We have some very good racing here tonight, guys. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We do not have the craziness of Daytona where we got a lot of side-by-side and battling going on, but we definitely have a good race going. Let's hop back here with Michael Tannegretta. Michael Tannegretta another Mad Motorsport member, as we got quite a few of them here tonight. Michael Tannegretta, originally from New York, now lives in North Carolina with hopes of one day being part of a race team himself. He's in the right spot to do it. If you guys don't know about North Carolina, especially the Charlotte area, that is race central for anybody that is in the racing scene. Michael Tannegretta trying to take the inside of Dappler. He's looking for the move. Can he find a spot to make it happen? He's on his bumper here. I don't know. Can he make it happen as we come down into the stretch here? I think Mike Tannegretta is going to find a spot to make a move here soon. If he could stay clean and be on him coming up on this front stretch, I feel like he can get by him. If he gets a clean exit here, it could be... Daplin's in the draft of Kopinski, so it might be hard for Tannegretta to make a move, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Let's hop up here with Joseph Hook, as he's not too far off of Cantor's tail. He's followed by Gregorio Moreno Jr. Joseph Hook, I think he's just holding on and waiting for a later time to make some moves. Joseph Hook is usually battling fairly hard, but as we see, he's kind of playing a little docile tonight and keeping calm. He was involved with quite an incident at the end of Daytona's race last week. Let's hop back up here again with Shane Stern, as he is just having a good old time running away with this race tonight. Shane Stern wants to make it known that he is one of the best in this car. This man is creating quite a gap, almost up to a second on Yankin, as they come down this straight here. Yankin's able to reel him in just a bit, but it seems like Shane loses him in these turns and the tight section, as Shane Stern gets a little loose there. Shane Stern pulling away slowly. If he could build a bit of a gap, it might be all Shane's. Last week, Shane had a long, grueling race with Thomas Belleman as they battled it out for first place. Shane Stern out here to make a statement after last week. There was a mistake that he made that cost him a couple positions after a Stewart review. So he's looking to make up for that so he could be in good standing in the points. As James D. Newell again goes around Cantor for the third time. It looks like they're losing those top two guys there, though. I know James is not going to be too happy about that. I know he wants to get up there. James here, also started in karting as a young age. Based out of Tennessee, James has the drive and the want to be a pro race car driver one day. As currently he runs spec Miatas in real life. Quite the driver he is. 18 years of age, plenty of time to be one of the best. It looks like Eddie Yankin is gaining back up to Shane Stern here. He closed the gap down to just 0.4 of a second on Shane. He's closing that gap. Can he close it enough where he can make a move past Shane? Now, if Shane is blinking yet again. That's not good. Anytime somebody gets close to Shane, he just starts blinking. I know that's got to be frustrating as the driver following him. To judge to make the correct move, it's got to be a lot. Let's hop back over here with Joshua Lutz, as he's followed by Matty Bartlett, Gregorio Moreno Jr. directly in front of him. Oh boy, we got some battling here. Oh, we have a crash. He went off track. A little bit of an unsafe entry, but Justin Reynolds holds tight. Doesn't let it affect him too much. Joshua Lutz going way off there. Scraping the wall too. As Charles tries to make his way around. And he seems like he's going to. And he does. Now he has to chase down Justin Reynolds again. I know Charles had to be a little worried there when that happened. Who do we got over here? Jesse Gonzalez back in 12th place. With Michael Tanagata trying to close that gap. Last time I seen Jesse Gonzalez on this track, he had pretty good pace. I don't know what's going on with him here tonight, but it's not looking the best for him. And we'll hop back here with Kenton Bandy and see what's going on with him. He's all by himself over here, just running some laps. It looks like we have a meatball on Sean Kopinski. Let's go review what happened to him. He crashed. Let's go hop back a little bit farther. He limped back to the pit, so we didn't call a safety car there. He just missed that turn and went right into the tire barrier. Luckily, the guy following him did not cause any issues. We'll hop back up here with Shane Stern again, as him and Eddie Yankin are still battling it out. And they got quite a gap there on James Newell and Luke Cantor. Almost a 4-second gap. Actually, it is a 4-second gap. Let's see what's going on here with Luke Cantor and James Newell. As they got the rest of the pack right on them. Gregorio Moreno Jr. must be loving this because he has a chance to beat his fellow teammate here now. As we got a guy exiting the pits. Luckily he slowed down and made sure he got out of the way. Luke Cantor here in the middle of the two MAV Motorsport members. Let's hop on board here with Gregorio Moreno Jr. We'll hop in the car. See what he's seeing here around the St. Pete track. As he brakes hard at going into the left-hand turn. You got to be very careful when you come into that left-hand turn. If you clip that curb on the left, it could send you flying directly into that wall. As you come down here to a hard brake and a long sweeping right-hand turn, you got to be easy on the gas coming out of that turn. That's where the back end gets loose of this car, and the car wants to kick out. It looks like Greg is just kind of hanging back a little bit as he watches the two. Ooh, Luke Cantor smacking the wall there. As you can see, there are some spots of the track that are wet. It did rain here last night. You saw Gregorio have his wipers on, cleaning off the water off his window. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris, for stopping in and saying hi. Let's see what's going on here with Matthew Bartlett. As he's in that same group there. We got a whole pack of guys. It could be anybody's race for third place here. And it looks like Shane Stern and Eddie Yankin have pretty much sealed the deal for the top two positions. As you can see, the water kicks up there on the track. So we must have some water on that edge of the track right there that kicks up on people, causing a little bit of spray. These two are extremely quick on this track. They are running while racing 24s. I think the fastest time we've seen was set by Shane Stern in practice with a 23.2. Let's see what's going on with the Reynolds brothers. We got Justin and Aaron Reynolds. As you can see, they both are sporting that same paint scheme. Aaron Reynolds in the red and Justin Reynolds in the purple. Justin Reynolds got lucky last week with a couple of people that got some point deductions that bumped him up into third place overall in the standings. So he's looking to have a good finish here tonight to keep him in podium position. But knowing his brother's not going to let him just have that. Aaron Reynolds is quite a guy when it comes to racing. Me and him have had quite some battles in the Advanced Series as people come banging off that wall coming off that first turn. Let's hop on board here with Justin Reynolds. as he's following his brother here. As you can see, this spot of the track is so tight. You have to be so technical and precise on the braking and gas as you come through these turns, because you get on it too much, you're going to kick the tail end of the car out and you're going into the wall, or you just overdrive and go into the wall. Either way, you might go into the wall. It looks like Justin is falling away from his brother. And we got Joseph Hook now, right on the tail of Gregorio Moreno Jr. It seems like this is the better battle, so watch. These two up here in first and second place, they're just in their own little world. We got some bumping and banging going into that turn. Luke Cantor getting on the tail of James Newell. I know James is probably getting a little flustered there. But it doesn't look like the gap is growing too much bigger as of right now. From James up to Eddie Yankin and Shane Stern. Maybe James will get lucky in the later half of this race and they'll lose a little bit of pace. Ooh, as Cantor tries to take the inside of James, but he doesn't make it happen. He can't make it stick. I think Gregorio Moreno Jr. senses that move that Cantor was making, and he kind of backed off a little bit. He doesn't want to be involved in a wreck that he doesn't need to be involved in. Again, third place could be any of these drivers' races here. All the way back to Aaron or Justin. Let's see where Charles Wolf is. Oh, Charles Wolf closed the gap here on Justin Reynolds as he sets his eyes on making that move next. Charles has made his way up the pack, looking to make some moves. Let's head over in the blimp and see this view. As you could see, just the entire overview of these guys racing this tight track. Charles Wolf, one of the Mad Motorsport drivers, as they come around this turn, going down to the front stretch. Down this front stretch, they will run into, this is the airport. This is the runway of the airport. As they come off of this turn into the first, or as they come off of this runway into the first turn, and this is the wall that everybody hits. As you can see, this track is a beautiful track, but also very, very tight. I gotta say, I like Charles Wolf's paint. A little bit different than the other Mad Motorsport members. Rocking some blue striping on the sides. Let's head to the back of the field and check on Michael Tannegretta. Michael Tannegretta seems like he's kind of all by himself as he's trying to close the gap on Jesse Gonzalez. No, not Jesse Gonzalez. Jesse Gonzalez is up into 12th. There is a slower driver in between Michael and Jesse that did not show up. Looks like the driver behind him is either Dwayne or Cody Grunbach, as they are a few laps down now due to some accidents. Some crashing. We have some swapping here. I got some battle notifications going on here with Shane and Eddie Yankin. This is the battle for fourth here, guys. We have Luke Cantor, Gregorio Moreno Jr., Joseph Hook, Matthew Bartlett, Aaron Reynolds, and Justin Reynolds, and also Charles Wolf. Fourth place could be any one of those drivers' race. Let's hop up here with Shane. This is the battle for first. Shane again with that connection. Hopefully this man finishes the race. As you can see, it's causing the broadcast to lose its mind. We are 27 minutes in, guys. We still have about 18 minutes to go here in this race. Let's hop back here with Jesse Gonzalez, as he's all by his lonesome, followed by Dwayne. And this here with the says the battle for ninth, but it's definitely not. Jesse is currently in 12th place, and he has quite a gap between him and Joshua Lutz. Let's check in on Gregorio Moreno Jr. as we hop in when his brakes are glowing red. We're going to turn that off, guys, and we're just going to focus on Gregorio here for a little bit. We'll hop in and on board. Gets so close to that wall. Now, could you imagine, guys, driving this track in real life, flying into that left-hand turn, just getting close enough to that wall where you could almost reach out and touch it. I know Gregorio's itching right now, hoping that one of these two make a mistake, because that's third place right there. If he can get past these two, this man will be on the podium. And that will be two MAV Motorsport members on the podium. As long as Shane and Eddie Yankin finish this race fairly clean. Let's hop on board with Eddie Yankin as he's on Shane Stern's tail. Eddie Yankin, just so you guys know, is from Arizona. He's been sim racing for about 4 to 5 years, and he started taking it serious about 1 to 2 years ago. He started racing in the Spec Miata at about 17 and won the 2025 Team Mazda Challenge nationwide. And then he was also a 2025 Mazda Spec MX-5 shootout nominee. It's pretty interesting from a young man at a ripe age of 22. This boy has a lot of potential. As you can see, he's been one of the top guys in most of the races we've broadcasted here so far for MX-5 Proving Grounds. For any of the new people that are just tuning into the broadcast, we are here at St. Pete with MX-5 Proving Grounds, a 45-minute race to see who is the best behind the wheel of the MX-5. And right now, people, we have Shane Stern showing just who that is. This young man has potential to be a fantastic driver. This kid also races in real life. 14 years old, and he's behind the wheel of a MX-5 Miata already in real life. So can you imagine how that translates over to this sim racing game? I shouldn't say game, because if you guys haven't experienced iRacing, this is about as real as it gets, people. All these tracks are laser scanned to a T. Every car has been gone through with a fine-tooth comb to replicate every single detail they possibly can. So this is about as real as it can get. These two have a 6-second gap as of right now on the rest of the pack. And leading the rest of the pack is James Newell. Oh, who just gets passed by Luke Cantor. Luke Cantor leading the front pack going into the first turn. And James is going to try to go around the outside, and Gregorio goes wide as well. He cuts back in front of Gregorio. James goes around the outside of Luke Cantor. Is he going to hold it? And he does, and he shows Luke who the boss is going into that turn. Taking the long way around and making it stick and holding that speed. As Joseph Hook comes here to battle, he takes the inside of Gregorio Moreno Jr. Gregorio loses a couple positions. Oh no, let's see what happened to Gregorio as he falls back all the way to 10th place. Let's hop back and see exactly the full replay of that. Oh, he catches the tire and then bumps into Maddie. Oh no, Gregorio's not going to be happy about that. Joseph Hook really stuck it to him there. Joseph Hook knows it's about to go down as we hop back up to regular live time. As we got this battle for third place. Now between three drivers. Joseph Hook, Luke Cantor, and James Newell all battling for third place. This seems like the race, people, as James again shows him who's boss. Joseph Hook is trying to go around. Is he going to take that inside away from Luke Cantor, or the outside away from Luke Cantor? He does. As he slots in, is he going to take the inside on this turn on Luke? If he doesn't make it stick, he slots back in behind Luke Cantor. James Newell holding on to that third place. Oh boy, guys, this is getting spicy here. We're getting down to the last few minutes, so people are starting to push. We are down to 9 minutes left in this race. So this is the time where people are going to start making those moves. Luke Cantor's really trying to put the pressure here on James. And James is just holding on to that third place as much as he possibly can. As they're coming down that front stretch, getting ready for that first turn. This is where a lot of the moves have been made by James to hold off. As Luke Cantor tries to dive the inside yet again, James holds it. Joseph Hook following right behind Luke Cantor, followed by Matthew Bartlett, now in 6th place. James hits the wall. That's going to slow him down quite a bit. Matthew Bartlett taking the inside of James Newell now. James is going to stake it onto the inside of Matthew Bartlett going into the next turn. James takes that position back, setting his eyes back up on Joseph Hook. I got to see different positions, different views of this, guys. Luke Cantor now holding down third place, followed by Joseph Hook. Also, James Newell following Joseph Hook. As you can see, these guys are burning through their tires, and now they're racing hard here, guys, for these last few minutes of this race. I feel like James can get this back if he could just dial it in just a touch. It really looks like the real battle is for third place as we hop back up here with Shane Stern and Eddie Yankin on an island all by themselves for the first position. First and second position pretty much locked down here, guys. As long as these two don't screw up, don't crash, it looks like they are guaranteed a podium. As we hop back here with Joseph Hook. I know James Newell is going to want that position back. I'm sure he is upset that he caught the wall. Matthew Bartlett right on James's tail as well, followed by Aaron Reynolds and Charles Wolf getting up there in front of Justin Reynolds. And Justin Reynolds is followed by Gregorio Moreno Jr. I know Gregorio is going to be upset for being so clean for most of that race, just for that to happen. Such a tight spot, and when these people start making moves, it's hard to adjust for them. Guys, we review these replays as stewards and make decisions after the race to make sure all these types of moves that we have seen, any contact, is as clean as possible. It looks like James Newell has reeled them back in nicely, and I think James is kind of just buying his time as we get down here into the final 5 minutes. He knows if he takes his time, he can let his tires cool down just a little bit. And maybe he'll get some grip for the last few laps. This battle for third here, guys, everything. I know Luke Cantor crashed out at Daytona and didn't have the finish he wanted, so I'm sure right now he is over the moon to be sitting on the podium. As James Newell is going to stick it on the inside of Joseph Hook as they come out onto the front stretch. James Newell is going to make it stick. Can he hold that inside line as they go down into the first turn? Let's go, James. James is going to hold that inside line. He does. Joseph Hook slots in behind him. And now he sets his eyes back on Luke Cantor. He is determined to get that third position back. Behind Joseph Hook. And Aaron Reynolds right behind Matthew Bartlett. Let's see if James Newell can close this third place gap and get his position back. And James is closing that gap ever so slightly. Let's check in here on our leaders again just to make sure they're doing all right. And it looks like they're doing all right. We are down to the final 2 minutes here, guys. As Shane disappears again for the 100th time this race and 101 times. Let's hop back here again with James Newell. This is the race here, people. This is what we want to see. Because we know this is going to be the battle to happen at the very end. It looks like we'll have 2 more laps here. As James Newell really closing that gap. He's trying his darn best to get third place back. And I know he's determined. James is going to try to make the move on the inside. Trying to throw Luke Cantor in. Throw Luke Cantor off his rhythm. Come on, James. I know you got it in you there, buddy. Am I supposed to be cheering for him? I don't know. But I like to see some racing here. James Newell. Can he make it happen after having a rough collide with that wall? We're going to be going in here on the final lap. Let's see if he can make it stick and get on Luke Cantor's bumper as they come down to that front stretch. Oh, that's the end of the race, guys. It looks like my live stream is a bit off, and it looks like Luke Cantor pulled off 3rd place. As James Newell closes it in with 4th. Joseph Hope with 5th. Matthew Bartlett with 6th. Aaron Reynolds was 7th. Charles Wolf, or Chuck, in 8th. Justin Reynolds in 9th. Gregorio Moreno Jr. in 10th. 11th we have Jesse Gonzalez, followed by Joshua Lutz in 12th. Michael Tanagretta in 3rd. Randall Kahn in 14th. Kenton Bandy in 15th. 16th we have Jordan McReynolds. And then we have finishing out our top 18 or top 19 with Dwayne Taplin, Sean Kapinski, and Cody Gronbach. We are going to just kind of skim through and watch some highlights, guys. And as we get into the broadcast, let's see if anybody is wanting to chat. We have Eddie Incan here. Hold on 1 second, Eddie. Eddie, how was your race here? Eddie, can you hear me? Hey, Eddie, can you hear me? I got no mic here, Eddie. I'm going to hop over with Luke Cantor. Luke, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Luke, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, good, good. I see that you squeezed in that top 3 there. You got around James Newell there at the end of the last few laps. How'd you like today's race?
I think it was a ton of fun. This is my first time. I literally bought St. Petersburg but like a couple hours before this. This track is a lot of fun though. It was a ton of fun learning, and racing wheel to wheel in it too is even better. But no, I really like this track a lot, and a bunch of good guys too to race around.
Awesome, awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? What brought you into iRacing and what you're looking forward to in this league?
Yeah, really my dad had a sim and he had iRacing, and so I hopped on a while ago, and then I really liked it, so I kept doing it, and now I race pretty much every day. And then I was just scrolling Instagram one day and I found the league, and I DM'd someone. I was like, hey, how do I get in? They sent me the stuff, and then I joined the league, and it's awesome like to get to race against so many people that like drive this car in real life, expect me out in real life, and yeah, pretty much that's it.
Nice, nice. And as you could, as we could see that you're doing very well, and it looks like you might have a good chance to be on podium at the end of the season. Is that your goal?
Oh yeah, I mean my goal is to win the championship always. I think Daytona, I got like it was an error that I made when I spun myself, and so I knew like I'm not going to make that same mistake again. And yeah, I'm glad I drove a clean race here. And if I can just keep finishing up in the points, then I know that the championship's going to look good for me. But yeah, the goal is to win the championship.
Great, great. Now, do you have anybody you want to thank or shout out while you're here on the live stream?
Just everyone that participates in these races. James, that was a ton of fun. yeah, really everyone that comes out to these every weekend or every week. It's a ton of fun racing with them, and it wouldn't be possible without them.
Sounds good. All right, Luke. Well, you have a good evening, and we will be talking to you soon.
Thank you. You too.
Eddie, can you hear me?
Yeah, it should be working now.
Alrighty, Eddie. How'd you do tonight? I see that you got second place there behind Shane Stern.
Yeah, it was a great race. He was really quick, especially through the tight section. So I was just kind of trying to hang on and see if he was going to make a mistake, but he never really did. So I didn't want to toss it up the inside and wreck first and second out.
No, no. And St. Pete is a very, very tough track. There's not a lot of room to make moves here. And you two seem to kind of just run away. It looked like there must have been some battling back there with James and Luke. And you two kind of just built a gap and were on your own little island for most of the race.
Yeah, I think that was probably our goal. You know, as boring as it is, it's just a good guaranteed result. So we tried to just do that, and I tried to not fight him, especially at the start. And yeah, fortunately, we just broke away.
Right. And after last week at Daytona, how were you feeling about Daytona? I didn't get to speak to you, so I wanted to hear your thoughts on Daytona.
Yeah, Daytona was a good race. I was having fun, led some of the race, and then got caught in an incident, unfortunately, which happens at Daytona. But I was excited to go back to a non-drafting track. So yeah, this week was really exciting.
Awesome. And what track are you looking forward to most on the out of all the season?
Ooh, that's a tough one. If it was overall, I would say Nürburgring, but unfortunately, it's probably going to go Mid-Ohio or something along those lines.
Gotcha. And what is your goal for the season? I'm assuming podium and being on top of the leaderboard at the end of the season, as it is everybody, but I would like to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, a podium would be nice, like you say, or maybe even winning. I think the key is just going to be consistency and not wrecking out, you know?
Right. While I have you here, do you have any shout-outs to anybody for the live stream?
Yeah, shout out Tony. You know, he's doing a great job putting this live stream together. I don't have anyone watching right now, but yeah, it's pretty cool to have this ability to race in a clean league and show off our skills. So thank you, Tony.
Thank you for thanking me. And thank you for showing up and racing. So we all appreciate you being here, and you bring some very good competition to the field. So awesome.
Yeah, thanks. I'll see you next week.
All right, Eddie, you have a good night.
You too.
Alrighty, guys. I'm going to say that is probably it, unless Shane Stern wants to hop in here. That will be it for the live stream for tonight, guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and please tune in next time as we head to Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, maybe not. Shane Stern hopped in here for a second and decided he was going to leave. Alrighty, guys. We will see you at Mid-Ohio for round 3 of MX-5 Proving Grounds. Good night.